I did everyone. This is Will and Pip's channel, Covenant of Promise. Um, yeah, I had a little bit of meat and due season coming there, and it's to do with Songs of Solomon and to do with the actual way the setup of the tabernacle and the wall. There was a wall where the Gentiles couldn't come in, and the Gentiles looked through the lattice, yeah, like because there was a wall with a lattice fence, and they used to look through that wall and like basically see what these crazy sons of Abraham were doing. And obviously that was when they were in the sacrificial law with the tabernacle and the holy things and the things like that they had to do. So anyways, I'm going to start off Songs of Solomon verse 5 just because I feel like it. I am black but comely, O ye daughters, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun had looked upon me. Um, me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards. But mine own vineyard I did not keep, or I have not kept. Tell me, O thou, who my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of my companions? Now that's amazing in itself because it's just telling you that you're a watchman. That's what that's saying. Why should I be the one to do the work? Why? Why me? Like, I don't know. I don't even know why you picked me. But then it says, my mother's children were angry with me. They were angry with me. Yeah. And they made me the keeper of the vineyard. And they were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard. My skin is black because I've worked all day long. What does that mean? That's amazing. Like, your skin's black because you've been standing in the sun all day long, telling everyone the word, in the gate. Yeah. So you're in the gate and your skin's black because you're in the gate. And your mother's children hate you. Yeah, they made you the keeper of the flock. They made you work the vineyard. You know? What's it, Psalms 23? You lie down in green pastures. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He makes me sit beside still waters. You know? Makes me sit down beside the shepherd's tent. It's all the same thing. He makes me the keeper of the vineyard. He makes me a watchman, a shepherd. Somebody who sits there day and night telling the people the truth. So that's what that short passage is saying. And why do my mother's children hate me? Because they just do. That's the way it goes. My family hate me. Like they think I'm a lunatic, crazy person, and I am. I am a nutcase. But they actually don't want anything to do with me, and that's fine. That's fine because you know what? I become the enemy of man and the servant of God for the time. Anyway, let's continue with Solomon. Thou feedest where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside the flocks of my companions. If thou know not, thou fairest among women, go thy way, for by the footsteps of the flock, and feed the kids beside the shepherd's tent, you shepherds. Where's the shepherd's tent? So we think about that for a minute. What's the shepherd's tent? Go to Ezekiel 44 and 46. He sits in the east gate, outside of the inner chamber of the presence of the Most High. Yeah. Ezekiel 44. Yeah. And he sits outside in the porch that leads to the inner chamber. This is what it says. So, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth, by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent. What's the shepherd's tent? The tabernacle, yeah. So, Father's in the inner chamber. Yeshua, his son, his only begotten son, is standing in the porch of the gate. This is what it says in Ezekiel 44. And you're doing what it says here. You're, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footstep of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent, on the green pastures. Psalms 23. I make you lie down in green pastures. Now you get who you are, you're the shepherd. It says it plainly, doesn't it? You just have to open your fucking ears. Have ears to hear. But anyway, I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses, to horses in Pharaoh's chariots. Thy cheeks are comely, thy rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. You're his beloved. Check that out. If you're doing his work, right, you're his beloved. That's what he's saying right here. He's describing you as the most beautiful horse in Pharaoh's chariots. You know, that's amazing. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver, while the king sitteth at the table. My spikenard standeth forth, and smell thereof. A bundle of myrrh is my well beloved. Unto me he shall lie at night betwixt my breasts. My beloved is unto me a cluster of camphire in the vineyards of En-Gedi. Behold, thou art fair, my love, behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes. What's dove's eyes? There's no harm in you. You always look for peace, yeah? Unlike me when I was younger. Dove's eyes, there's no harm in it, you know? It does no harm, like it says all over that you do no harm. You do good and no harm. So, thou art fair, thou hast dove's eyes, behold, thou art fair, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also is our bed is green. What does that mean? Our bed is green. He makes me lie down in green pastures, right? You're a shepherd. This is what he's saying. Your bed is green. He's going to make you lie down in the field to feed the kids outside the shepherd's tent for a while, until the fullness of the Gentiles is brought in. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I never thought about it like that before. But anyways, that's what he's saying. He makes you lie down in green pastures. He makes you lie down to feed the kids beside the shepherd's tent. El-Gedi, behold thou art fair. Behold thou art fair, my beloved. Yeah. Why is the bed green? Behold thou art fair, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also, our bed is green. Now, I found that incredibly unusual thing to write. And I thought, why is the bed green? Like that's a perfectly reasonable question to ask. Because you're a shepherd, right? Where did the shepherds sleep? They sleep with their flock. Yeah, so that's easy to understand, really, isn't it? For the time being, you've got to be a shepherd. You know, when I first read this, it blew my mind. I'll be honest with you. I am the rose of Sharon. I am the lily of the valleys. As the lily among the thorns, so is my beloved among the daughters. Now that's an incredible statement, isn't it? Makes you want to cry. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. As the lily among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters of Jerusalem. Doesn't say the daughters of Jerusalem, but that's what he's talking about. So is my beloved. She's a lily among the thorns, a fir tree, like Isaiah 55. The mountains shall break away before you, and all the trees shall clap their hands, and you shall have an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. So, what he's talking about is the world, he calls the world a briar, thorns. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. They're going to fucking hurt you, but you've got to keep going, because you're the lily of the valley, the roe, the young hart that skips across the mountains. How beautiful is the feet of them that bring good news of glad tidings. Yeah. So he's comparing you to a lily amongst the briar, which is just beautiful, isn't it? That he thinks that of us. That's amazing, isn't it? Well, I think it's amazing. Makes me want to cry. Never been beautiful in my life. Oh, I can't see through my glasses now. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses fair or chariot. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver, while the king sitteth at his table. My spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. A bundle of myrrh is my well beloved. Unto me he shall lie all night betwixt my breasts. My beloved is unto me as a cluster of camphire in the vineyard of Engedi. Behold, thou art fair, my beloved, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes, behold, thou art fair. My beloved, yea, pleasant also our bed is green. The beams of our house is cedar, and the rafters are fair. Do you know what that means? This has got so much meaning to it, it's unbelievable. If you go to Ezekiel, he says he gathered 2 sticks from the highest top of the cedar tree, yeah, and he brought them to the Northern Isles with Jeremiah, the 2 twigs, yeah, from the highest, the top of the cedar, right? The beams of our house are cedar, because he promised King David that there would never not be the seed of his loins on the throne of Jerusalem. There would always be that. He promised him that. And God doesn't lie. And why do you think there's always been a king in England and Ireland and the Northern Isles? Well, I'm not saying they're all good, but what I am saying is God kept his promise. Like he always does, like his covenants. So the voice of my beloved, beloved, oh, he come leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. Doesn't that sound a little bit like Romans 10? My beloved is like a roe, a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind the wall. This is the important bit. He standeth behind the wall, looking forth through the windows, showing himself through the lattice. We'll read that again. My beloved, his bride, is like a roe, a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our walls, watchman on the walls. He looketh forth at the window, showing himself through the lattice. Now, Antonio said something really important the other day when they were all the lads. They were on talking about the way the tabernacle was set up, yeah, and about on the outside of the tabernacle there was a wall, like a small wall with a lattice, so that the Gentiles, that the people who weren't from Israel or Judah or one of the tribes, had to stand on the outside of the lattice and look through the lattice at what they were doing. They weren't allowed in, you know. And it was Antonio who said this, and as soon as he said it, I linked it with this, with Songs of Solomon, which. So what this is actually saying here is that this fulfills his promise unto Abraham, doesn't it? Because he always keeps his promises, which is, this is just blowing me away, I'll be honest with you. So, you look through the lattice, yeah? So you're a Gentile, yeah? What he's saying is you're looking through the lattice, yeah? You're a Gentile, but the fullness of the Gentiles shall be brought in. God's words, yeah? What was God's promise unto Abraham? He said, your seed shall be like the grains of sand on the ocean, like the stars in the sky. That's how many children you're going to have. And how did he fulfill that promise? He fulfilled that promise by scattering the 10 scattered tribes amongst the Gentiles. And he says that you're his watchmen in the scripture. The ones who stand and look through the lattice are his watchmen. The ones scattered amongst the nations. Come on, like, you couldn't make this stuff up. This is just wow to me, anyway. Let's read the rest of it. Because I can't believe how just plain he puts his words. I mean, everyone thinks it's a big mystery. Like, what's he saying here? Oh, come on, get out of town. Yeah. So anyway, that was the meat and juice season given to me just the other day. Didn't really know I was a teacher. I just thought, go on and pay it no mind, like he says, pay it no mind. The fig tree put forth her green figs, and the vines with her tender grape, give a good smell. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away, O my dove, that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs. Let me see thy countenance, let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice. He's telling you to preach the royal law, do the royal law. Let me hear thy voice, yeah? Thou that are in the clefts of the rock, you little ones are hide in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs to heaven. Let me see thy countenance, let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely, beautiful. That's what's beautiful to him, the fact that you love your brother like yourself and you warn them that the great and terrible day is approaching. And this is what we need to be doing in these times, because it's not far off now. You know, gather together. What's that? Hebrews 10. Gather together as we see the day approaching. What day do you think it's talking about? Gather together, right? Exalt each other, lift each other up, correct each other. Once my land was full of judgment, yeah? And righteousness ran down the beard of Aaron. So once my land was full of judgment, full of prayer. That's what judgment means if you look it up in the Strongs. So when you say, oh, I'm saying a prayer is doing judgment, fulfilling the royal law. That's a prayer. That's his acceptable sacrifice. So when you say I've rebuked somebody because they were out of covenant, you've just done a prayer. That's the acceptable sacrifice to the Father. When it says, and righteousness ran down the beard of Aaron. They poured oil on each other's faces back in the day, yeah. They poured the oil on their beards and anointed themselves with oil. What's righteousness? Is covenant. Is 10 Commandments. So once his house was a house of prayer, yeah, judgment, and righteousness, his 10 Commandments ran down the beard of Aaron. How has my faithful city become a harlot? How? How did that happen? Anyway, I'll make another video shortly, but till next time, I thought that was what I really wanted to get across. Thanks very much anyone who listens, and please, share with everyone the truth, because it's not my truth, it's the word of God, Say some prayers to him, which is what? Judgment, and fulfill some righteousness before you go to bed, because he loves that. But if you do that, who are you? You're a lily among the thorns. So is my love among the daughters. As an apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under the shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, the wedding feast, and his banner over me was love. Stay me with flagons, comfort me with apples, for I am sick of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and the hinds, the watchmen of the field, that ye stir not up nor awake my love till he is ready. Amen. Till next time.